When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then I was lost in this cabin and I could relax after this horrible long day. Darka, wait! Speak to the captain. Japan, whatever. I couldn't believe it when she I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I'm mixing up accents so bad. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving with her favorite toy. Nothing worked. Darka would not come back. Knock, knock. Plonk.
That's you, Ben. Oh, wait. No. Wait. What? Maybe? Oh,
I think it is. He thinks it's the inspector.
Yeah, his mistake. Okay. It's Kazuma.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing at this time of night, Inspector? That wasn't his fucking voice. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine.
The young man from your country, he was very polite and kind. He helped me find Darka, and he promised not to tell anyone. Then, when I had my friend in my arms again and I was going to leave the man's cabin...
Just a moment. Sorry, but...
Oh, yes?
I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Ah, of course. You're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina.
No, I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. You know who I was? How could this man from a land in the faraway east know a Russian ballerina?
Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But what are you doing on this ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment.
Can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice.
I see. So you've run away.
Please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone.
Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here.
He's going to pull that cord. He's going to tell the captain. Did I think I could trust him? He was just getting wardrobe.
He was gay. Yeah.
And it happened. Everything at once. It's only a second, but it felt like forever. Wait! I shouted, and then... Luca jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet. And... as he turned around to look at me... Spectacular animation. I pushed him. Don't even know why. Don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me. That's when you went to fetch help. Seaman Stroganoff, who was on duty out in the passageway.
I heard Nina cry out and thud on floor, so I ran to her. She was standing at cabin door shaking like leaf. She looked at me and said, "Help me, Beef."
Help me, Beef. I found out I will be... Please, I have nowhere to go. you decided to help. And that's when you arranged things in Kazuma's cabin to make it look like I did it. So that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door.
Yes. I went into cabin and I looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. And then I found Stowaway in wardrobe, sleeping.
Right, that's when you found me.
So you worked out a plan to lay the blame on the Stowaway? I closed wardrobe doors and put back strange paper side.
Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susato-san started to believe me when I said I was innocent.
I dragged the young man's body to good place and used ink that was spilling to write on floor. I wrote garderobe, so that person who found him would look like inside wardrobe and find Stowaway. And tell me, what's with the glass bell?
It was by my feet, so I picked it up.
I see.
But it was dark in cabin. I didn't notice the other half.
Then Angel went back to her cabin and I finished job.
By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway?
Yes. Accordingly, the SS Buria did indeed come to an emergency halt at a little after 2 a.m., thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery.
Shit.
There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova. What? Well, you said that you told Kazuma about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland. It's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right? Yes. Even if you had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem? It was what he said first that made me scared. What he said first.
What are you doing here this time of night, Inspector? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine.
He said an inspector was his friend.
Oh. Yes, meaning me. Who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard.
I thought that if police knew about me, they would arrest me. But before he could pull the bell cord, I...
May I stop you for a moment, please, Miss Pavlova? It just doesn't seem to make sense.
Jesus Christ,
I
how
mean,
many...
was Mr. Asoki really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain, but
Yeah, here.
he was a man of his word. He told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done. He didn't say that. No! He was walking over to it. He was going to pull the cord. He was going to make them send me back.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, the day's work is not yet done, it seems. There is one more deduction to make.
Come on, this is so basic. What? Another deduction?
I don't think we're going to do the full vlogging dance.
What action was the victim really about to take at that moment? Can we determine whither the young man's gaze was directed?
Yes, we look around into the past.
First, consider the victim's location within his cabin.
That's easy. I remember every detail of that room. Yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still. Came out eventually. The cabin has been my home for this entire voyage.
So this is how the cabin looked last night when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma-sama?
Yes, it's exactly how it was.
Are you ready then, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes. It's one thing I've learned today. A simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. Not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze to where it lands. When he turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at?
Let's look at the wardrobe. Oh, wow, what more curious.
Considering everything that had happened last night, certainly may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord.
Yes, however... What is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe.
The wardrobe?
And more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? The man's great friend, sleeping soundly. Miss Pavlova, please, think back very carefully. What were Mr. Asogi's exact words last night?
Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here.
Another opinion?
Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No, Mr. Asogi intended to consult his close friend on the matter. To see if between them they might be able to help in some way, no doubt.
Oh no.
Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Asogi was looking at. Things may have ended very differently if you had.
Miss Pavlova. I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. Unfortunately, the truth is, a man lost his life because of what you did. That will never change. I hope you'll burn in hell. Never forget that. I'm sorry. Really, I'm so sorry. What have I done?
You killed a man. That's what you did.
And so,
God,
at
come
long
on,
last,
Pavlova.
mystery surrounding
Keep
the
up,
tragic
man.
accident on the SS Buria.
Yeah, okay, get it out, Ben. What is it?
Sorry. I was like, come on, Pablo, keep up with us. You killed a man.
Was finally laid to rest. As was Kazuma. Hey!
Hey.
What will happen to Miss Pavlova now, then?
Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard.
What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? Will the Russians try to repatriate her?
Apparently, the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all that out.
Mr. Sholmes can do that? She won't be going back to Russia, then?
No, I don't think so. Even if you wanted to return in the future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life.
I see.
I'm sorry.
Seaman Stroganov.
I wanted to help our angel, no matter what. But I didn't think about you. About how you lost good friend. I will go with Dina. I will give myself to British police.
That's kind of you. In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste, but... Well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you?
Da.
Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the consul to arrange your passage back to Japan.
Dude, seriously? Yes. I did stow away after all. Couldn't really expect any different.
So, you should get back to your cabin now.
Looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun, then. I think that only days ago, Kazuma and I were laughing together about how we'd tear up the streets of London. It seems like a distant memory now. Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Susato-san?
Naruhodo-san, I did not know you had returned.
Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Inspector Hosonaga just told me I should pack. You know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that.
I still can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life could be over just like that.
Susato-san.
He had such grand ideas for this visit to Great Britain. So many dreams. And now they've been cruelly taken away, just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth. That it was just an accident. Just a silly series of mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much.
Yes, I know.
I wish there was something I could say.
Inspector.
My duty was to see Asogi-san safely to Great Britain. But I failed. Had caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down. I would do anything to make up for my terrible blunder.
Nobody blames you, Inspector. I'm free again now, at least. Huh? Fuck you.
Surprise, Mr. Naruhodo!
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, a trifling matter. Simply that in my head, I think I shall always picture you wearing those shackles. Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting.
Sorry?
So I decided to restore them, for old time's sake, shall we say. You are a stowaway, after all.
I think this is funny.
Mr. Sholmes, we do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Not at all, not at all. And though it's a little late, may I offer my sincere condolences? The loss of your companion is truly heartrending. I hope that you'll be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. We shall be disembarking at the next port, in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened.
What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was a stowaway.
The terms of the study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice of both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be one lawyer and one assistant.
Was to be?
In the light of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead.
Oh no. I don't care for me, but... Susato-san.
My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know.
Just lie.
All you require is one lawyer and the study tour can continue, surely. But there's no one else with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other lawyer. Qualifications, you say? Many qualifications obtained in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid. Oh, but anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer. Yes.
Miss Susato.
Yes?
I keep switching between that and Susato-san. You think perhaps I might be able to do it?
Susato-san is when they're speaking Japanese, and Susato is when they're speaking English.
Oh.
Ah!
You're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, unless...
Unless. Are you studying law?
No, I'm not, but...
I'm sorry. In that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work.
But as I said, there's still more than a month before we reach England's shores. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo?
That's enough time to become a lawyer. Yes, I have a month in which to study, to learn what I must to become a lawyer in Great Britain.
Mr. Naruhodo.
That's ridiculous. Are you seriously suggesting anybody could learn all that in just 40 days?
There's only 30 days in a month. There's only one way to find out. I would work my fingers to the bone, Inspector, every single day. They let me try. If by the time we reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognized as a lawyer, take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate.
But why put yourself in such a difficult position?
Kazuma said that there was something he had to do in Great Britain, that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen. He's passionate about it. Can't let all that passion just come to nothing. Anyway, it's for my own benefit too. I will become a lawyer. I have to. That's already won one trial. What do you say, Mrs. Sato?
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Thank you.
So, what does our bespectacled inspector friend say?
You serious?
One lawyer and one assistant. The numbers are indisputable.
No, it's madness.
Yet fascinating, wouldn't you agree?
Fascinating?
Duty and rules are the dull routine of existence that we all abhor. Give us interest, give us fascination.
Speak for yourself.
Besides, qualifications are no measure of a man. What matters is his character, no?
I'm sure that'll come up in court.
And you've witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today with your own eyes. From the early hours of this morning until this very moment now. Despite contending with the passing of his close companion, and despite the accusation of guilt, this man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, courage.
That makes me a good detective, not a good lawyer.
Very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice.
Inspector!
After all, I did just make a promise, didn't I? I said that I'd do anything at all to make it up for my shortcomings here.
Oh, thank you, Inspector.
If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think. I need to discuss what to do next and how to best make my report.
Are you really prepared to attempt this, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, I'm going to try. I wonder... Would you consider teaching me what I need to know? Everything about being a lawyer.
I would be delighted to help you. I am a judicial assistant, after all.
Thank you.
And, Mr. Naruhodo, I'd like you to take charge of this.
What? Me? Are you sure?
I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted. His name is Karuma. It's a great sword that's been in the Asogi clan for generations.
So it's the ancestor to Francisca?
I mean, the Manfred and Franziska von Karma are Karuma in Japanese as well.
Yeah, I know.
Just without the von. So...
Very well, I accept. I'll treasure it always. Well then, Mr. Sato. It seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet.
It will be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo. And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom. I shall fit every spare moment with study.
Yes, that's exactly what I need.
But, before we begin, I have an earnest favor to ask of you, too.
Goodness, what is it?
Please throw me to the ground. 3 times! I should never have doubted you. You are Kazuma-sama's closest friend. Of course you would never have done anything to hurt him. That should have been obvious to me from the start.
Oh, I thought you were like into some kinky shit.
But I allowed suspicion to get the better of me. And no matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behavior.
No! No, you were in shock. You were shocked. Just found out about me stowing away, and the cabin door...
No! I won't let you make excuses for me. Whatever the circumstances, I should never have thrown you. And not just once, but 5 times!
That number keeps creeping up, doesn't it?
Please, you must! Just take hold of me and throw me. Do it! Don't even think about it.
No. I don't even know how. I've never thrown anyone in my life.
Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo. It isn't a skill one acquires without considerable training. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. I observed your throwing technique several times with great interest. I confess, I was most impressed.
Did he see that?
I presume that would be a form of Japanese wrestling. Oh, well, in a way, it's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jujutsu technique.
And let's call this Susato takedown. Leaves your head swimming, believe me.
How beguiling.
Oh.
I'm a practitioner of the combative arts myself. I'm a somewhat accomplished boxer. I believe that's true of the original
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes as well.
I believe so, yeah.
There he goes, dancing around again.
It was considered a gentleman's sport, so...
Yeah.
I wonder if you'd be so kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw. Yes, I'd be honored. Then let us not dally. Demonstrate, my dear madam.
What about me?
Of course. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
Sorry?
Hiya! As you can see, you throw from the abdomen. Oh yes, arresting indeed. And that is what you term the Susato takedown, is it? Actually, no. That was a Susato squash. Now I will demonstrate the Susato takedown. Mr. Naruhodo, ready?
My groggy state of consciousness, seen from an evening recently spent with Kazuma, flickered into my mind. It's too graphic, so we shan't be showing it here. Haruma?
That's right. It's a prized sword that's passed down through generations of the Asogi clan.
Can't believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking a katana on a study tour is more than a little regular, surely.
The Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Haruma guides me. I truly believe that.
So it's the ink compels its wielder to slice evil in two. Not that you would need much compelling.
On that subject, there's something very important I have to do in Great Britain. I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see through to the end with you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
So the rest of the game we're gonna weaken at Bernie's him? That important thing he had to do. Still don't know what that was. I guess I'll just have to do everything. I'm going to see the place for myself and work it out. Great Britain's capital, London. My London life.
A great thing is visit every pub in London twice!
Crash Course Candidate awarded. Alright.
Okay.
There we go then. Thanks for watching that, and next time we will be starting Episode 3, The Adventure of the Runaway Room. See you then.
How can a room run away?